Okay, and welcome to bonus level part 2. I'm going to go ahead and make the enemy with you. It's going to be a little bit more coding, but it's maybe easy enough to understand. So we're going to go to art. I'm going to go to our enemy B here. I'm going to change him to 25 for pixels per unit. I'm going to go to sprite editor, apply. I'm going to go to, oops. We're going to go to from single to multiple. I'm going to go to sprite editor, apply. I'm going to go slice automatic, and I'm going to use this B here, these three in the middle. So click apply. Let's go ahead and bring our B over here. And let's see here. I'm going to go to rename it to enemy B. And I'm going to go to create assets, animations. We're going to call it enemy B flying. Save. And then I'm going to get these three Bs. I like things starting at the left. So we're going to these three Bs. 1, 2, 3. With all of them highlighted, I'm going to drag it into here. And if I press play, he's going a little too fast. He's a turbo B. We're going to slow him down a bit. I'm going to put him at maybe 20. Still a little too much. About 16, so we stay a multiple of 8. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now, with our B there, we're going to add a quick circle collider. And remember, with obstacles and enemies, you want to make it a little bit smaller. You don't want them to feel like they barely got touched by it. You don't want them to feel cheated. So we're going to bring it in right there. So you can touch his wings, you'll be okay. And with that, I'm going to hit Control and S to save. And okay, with that, we need to make a script for our B. So I'm going to go into our script. I'm going to right click, go to create, C# script. I'm going to call this enemy script. And we're going to open it up here. And we got a bit of typing here. So basically what we want to do is we want to create a situation where the bee flies to the right. When he realizes he's gotten far enough, he turns around and goes back. So we're going to need several variables. We need public float x position left, public float x position right, public int go to position, and then we need public float speed. So this is going to be his leftmost position, his rightmost position, deciding where he needs to go, and then how fast he's going. So we need two things in the beginning. We're going to auto set something. So I'm going to say x position left equals this dot transform dot position dot x. You don't have to put this in, but I like to. So as soon as the game starts, it's going to automatically assign his position to where he currently is. So it's basically a starting position. And then we're going to put go to position equals 1. So now in our update frame, our update method, we need to set a condition for going left and a condition for going right. So set go to position for left. And we're going to say if this dot transform, so if the B, we're going to put this on our B, if this dot transform dot position dot x is greater than or equal to x position right. So if it goes past the x position right, if it goes farther than the x position right, we're going to say go to position equals 1. And then we need to set the opposite. So we're going to say set go to position for right. And we're going to say if this dot transform dot position dot x is less than or equal to x position left. Go to position equals 2. So let me explain this really quick. So we're saying greater than or equal to, it means exactly that, right? If it's bigger than or the same amount, less than or equal to means less than or the same amount. So if he's too far right, we're going to do, the go-to position is going to be 1. And if he's too far left, the go-to position is going to be 2. So now we're going to set left movement. So for that, we're going to say if go-to position equals 1. So remember, this equals means is it equal? It's asking if it's equal. So if the go-to position equals 1, and remember, it's going to be equal to 1 anytime the player goes too far to the right, we're going to say this.transform.position minus equals, this means subtract, new vector 3 speed times time dot delta time, same as what we did with our player pretty much. So this is the x value, the y value is going to be 0, and the z value is going to be 0. So it's going to move him, it's going to subtract from his position, so it's going to move him left. And then we can just copy all of this, paste it in here, rename this to set right movement, and if it's when it's go to position 2, so if it's went too far left, we want to move him back right. We're going to say this.transform.position plus equals speed times time dot delta time. By the way, if you wanted to make this for up and down, the only thing you would have to do actually is to change this right here to put it over on the y value and then bring 0 to here. So you could literally just erase this 0 and put it here, and you're now going up and down if you want to make horizontal B's as well. Okay, now we need one more thing. Same as our player, if our B is facing left, we want him to be facing left, or if he's going, and one more thing, the same with our player. If our B is going left, we want him to be facing left. So remember, by default in the animation, he's facing right. So if he's going left, we're going to say this dot get component sprite renderer dot flip x equals true when he's going left, and copy this, go down here. Whenever he's facing right, we're going to say it's false. So with that, I think we have all we need for our B. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to put this on. Okay, I'm going to select our B. Is he a prefab yet? No, good. Okay, I'm going to select our B. I'm going to go down. I'm going to add component. I'm going to say enemy script. And now, there's only 2 things we need to set here. We need to set our speed, and I'll put it at 5. That seems good. And we need to set our position right. And the way we're going to set our position right, find out where you want him to go. So this is, wherever you move him is going to be the start position. He's going to start by moving right and then left. So he's starting here. Let's see where his x is. His x is 23.5. I want him to go maybe 32. All right, 32 is as far right as I want him to go. So move him back to where I want him to go. And this at 32, so I'm going to put 32 here. So you only need to set the x position right and the speed. And one more thing, let's give him a depth marker. We're going to hit play. Let's see if he's working right. Look at him go. Look at that B go. If we touch him, boom, game over. Okay, and with that, it's going to make your game a little bit more fun. So I will see you in another one.